Well,
hi.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of the Ryan and Dave Show. Big shout out to Taylor and Ted and the creative crew for the great new intro. We promise you that's the last professional thing you're going to see for the rest of this program.
Until Meegan come on.
We have it's an annual treat that we love to do is our Halloween show. We're going to show you some great Halloween themed products, maybe a sneak peek of something else new coming down the track as well. We are saved today by our co-hosts, Megan and Meegan, who will be joining in soon. So, Dave, before we get started, do you have any spooky words of wisdom for us?
No.
That's great news. All right. With that, I know Megan and Meegan really, for those who haven't met them before, they are project managers here for us at Lionel. Meegan handles our line of train sets and traditional rolling stock, as well as many other things. Megan is our queen of Halloween for sure, and handles all of our accessories as well as our HO line and more fun stuff. So I'm going to turn it over to the ghouls upstairs, and we will let them show you what we've got.
Roll that beautiful Meegan footage.
All right. Hey, everyone. We are so excited to be back on the show. And like he mentioned, and we've got Megan, who is our Halloween queen. And I mean, our cubes are decorated. We get really into Halloween with her being around. So we have a lot of fun. She inspires a lot of my projects that are Halloween. And then a lot of my stuff will then inspire some of her accessories to give you guys the complete Halloween themed layout and consist. So we have a ton of fun things to show them today.
Very much so. I think the most favorite time of the year for me is getting to sit down and talk with Meegan and collaborate with our team here on what type of spooky items we're going to come up with year over year. We say it every year. This is a good excuse to get your layouts out early before the holidays, before Christmas comes. You've already got your Halloween layout set up and you can just switch it on over when you're ready, although I would probably keep it up a lot longer than most would.
I could totally see it.
Yeah.
I could see that in your house too. I could see it so let's go and dive in. Many of you guys have seen in this the catalog we featured earlier this year. We have a brand new Hallows Eve limited train set that you can see right now. Some of the close-up. You know, we usually redo a Halloween themed train set about every other year, but this last year felt good for like a steam set. So we brought a nice die-cast locomotive and tender, which what I love about this, everyone knows Dave is our head of engineering, but we actually let me get connected here. We actually he does great Halloween voices. I'm not sure if you can hear that very well, but he was our creepy sounds that come in this set. So
that's spooky.
Trades. But yeah, so it comes with your great locomotive, with your working steam, with the puffing smoke, headlight, great announcements, great bells and whistles that feel Halloween, the wolf howl that we love. But we also added an illuminated boxcar. You can see it kind of flickering in the background. What's great about this, you do have the option to turn it off if you don't want the lights. But it's supposed to kind of be like there's little like flashes of the spirits going around. And this is actually one of my favorite pieces because it's called Undertaker and Sons. And my last name is Unterrecker, and I have 4 boys. So I have literally been called Undertaker party of 4 at a restaurant. So it feels very fitting for the Undertaker and Sons. But it was just a fun piece to kind of add to that set, as well as you've got your triple dome tank car and then an illuminated caboose. Another thing that's kind of new about this is we have orange trucks on this train for a little something different. I think what makes our Halloween project so great is they're actually versatile with a lot of the other things we've brought over the last couple of years. So even though it has a new name, it's actually going to fit well with any of our sound cars, any of our, this rolling stock looks good with our separate cell general that's out. So again, we try to make it as cohesive, but also reinvent ourselves with each of the sets.
You've seen the ELX line that we've done, and
one of my favorites.
Just adding in these different parts of the Halloween world to your layout is a really good way to incorporate the colors, the feeling of Halloween. Really doing either the darker blacks and oranges to the brighter purples and lime greens. We've gone every way with it. And what's great about all of the accessories and all of these sets is that everything still goes back together seamlessly.
Absolutely. Super fun. A lot of fun designing this, a lot of fun looking at deco samples. I think we get more excited sometimes with our Halloween items because they are very highly decorated. And once you see it come to life, it actually like really makes it a lot of fun and it kind of becomes real.
Yeah.
But the one thing, you know, I've always said is like, you know, we can come out with great trains, great sets, but nothing completes your Halloween inspired layout like what Megan's getting ready to show you.
Accessories. So these last few years, we've really been adding to the line on the accessories. And one of the things that we did last year was the haunted house. We took an existing accessory that we already had and said, how can we make it new? How can we make it cool? So it now has sound sequences in it that the witch rotates around, the ghost comes up and down. But not only that, you've got different lights flickering upstairs, different lights doing different things downstairs. It all sequence with the sounds that are within it. So I'm going to turn that on real quick so you can get a quick listen to it.
This one's a showstopper for sure.
We've actually had to reorder this a couple times just because of how popular it is. So it's really exciting that we're still able to continue to offer this item. And again, it is a showstopper on your layout as far as all the different sounds going on with this.
Well, and we've actually because we had a lot of different Halloween items that have you know, since I've been in production and then before then, but we've had a lot of fun expanding this line. And it's one of the ones when we go to shows, everyone talked about, but we really lacked some of the accessories. So I think some of the stuff you guys are going to see today is really exciting to add.
And what's really cool about that accessory is it has different modes options on it. So you can have the sound going, you can have the sequence go for a little while, it stops and starts again. You can have the lights on, you can turn the motor of the witch and the ghost off so that it's not constantly going. But again, still a really awesome piece to add. In the line of different haunted houses and different things that we can do with haunted houses, just to do a little shout out for Workbench Wednesday, Ryan and I not too long ago took the same house, our Hitchcock house, one of the built-ups that we have, and we personalized them. I went with a theme of adding some pumpkins and trick-or-treaters and different themed accessories to go on it that were already from our line. So these are figure packs that we already had, and I modified them to add it to the set. So check out Workbench Wednesday to find out how we did that. And Ryan also goes over some cool weathering techniques as well. As you can see there, the figures are modeled after some Lionel employees down there. Got Sadie on the front porch, Meegan coming up to the door for trick-or-treating, and some other really fun little details there with the pumpkins or the ghosts. Moving on to a different type of house that's fully decorated, we have the Halloween house. And same type of concept, but everything is already decorated and ready to go out of the box with the cool spooky silhouettes in the window and the Halloween wreath. Put some of our figure pack trick-or-treaters up there on the front porch. Again, plug and play, really easy to add to your layout and adds a lot of heart to the Halloween theme.
Well, and the beautiful thing is with your Hallows Eve limited set, you get a piece of our plug, expand, play track in that set already. So this is a great way. All you have to do is pick up this accessory. And if you've got that set or any of our ready to run sets that have a full layout that you've bought recently, you can actually add that accessory really quickly. One thing I love about this house was in my neighborhood last night, we just did a Halloween contest. And it's like, when I look at this, that's what a lot of people did. They put the figures in the door. I had some houses put mannequins. It was really creepy, but it was awesome at the same time. But the lighting, a lot of them did the trim of their house in like purples and greens and oranges. And so when I kind of see that, it kind of makes me think of the contest I judged last night with the houses. So again, people are getting, not just in the train world, but people are starting to get so much more into Halloween, more so than I remember from where I'm from and where I grew up, that it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and these items that are showing today are all things that have shipped recently, so you should be able to find them in stock with your dealers or on lionelstore.com. Megan, talk about the bridge that cool engine went over. Just a
Oh
little bit
yeah,
ago.
this is actually one of those. It's just one of our easy to put together girder bridges. So it's got the Happy Halloween, so very festive, but it actually takes the place of a 10-inch piece of track. So it's really easy to add in. There's no screws you need. You just pop in the plastic pieces for the girder part, and then it gives. This is a really easy way if you've got a layout that you've you've got your Halloween items, but you don't do a lot of other decorating on it. This is an easy way to really send the message for a holiday on your layout. Again, it's available now. It's a really great piece. They actually did like the UV printing. So it actually has a very, very nice printout on it and how it has a messaging.
Very cool. Next item that we're going to show you is probably my favorite item within this last year, and that's the Halloween covered bridge. Not only does this accessory have some really dynamic graphics on the side done by Trip here in our Lionel creative team, it also has a strobing light inside of the bridge that kind of gives that really added extra spooky feeling to the experience as the train goes through. So you definitely want to turn the lights down low when you've got this accessory going on your layout. Again, the LED string lighting around the edges, and then having that strobing LED to make it really spooky and haunted really added the extra kick to an accessory that is very easy to put on additional layouts.
That's scary, Megan.
I'm sorry, Dave. Maybe just cover your eyes when we show it.
You'll be okay. You got Ryan there to help you out through this time.
Okay. Ryan's also scary.
True. Following that up with another accessory that we released recently, we have the Halloween Flagpole. Got your dead end Happy Halloween on there. Again, already in the orange and green and black that we've done on the sets, already matches everything that we've done existing and just gives you just that quick accessory to add to your layout that, you know, you have your visitors over, it says Happy Halloween as they walk by. Really different type of accessory to do,
it's
but
super
super
simple.
easy to install.
And that's what is so good about our plug expand play line is that we've tried to make it for those that were intimidated by having to wire under the track, which really isn't bad, but there still is an intimidation factor. Our PEP line really does kind of make it easier for someone that's new in the hobby or that's just got their first train set. So again, we include that track in the set, but this is an easy additive to any size of layout, really, whether it's big or just a 40 by 60.
Yeah, definitely like a lower cost accessory to get you started if you're just starting out. Having this as an add-on is really exciting to be able to get started in a more economical way.
Yeah, very cool.
Next up, we have the passenger station. What I think my favorite part about the passenger station there is that we actually did roof graphics on this. We took a spider web and stretched it out across the roof of this item, something that we had not done before. So just a little added detail to make it pop.
Oh yeah, the spider web. What I like about that, it's actually extended through all of our lines.
Yes.
Especially over the last so many years. Like the End of Line Express has it on places. So does the Hallows Limited. And what's really cool is we've got some new stuff that we'll be featuring in 2022 that will kind of go back to both of those lines. So again, we've got all kinds of different cool things going to be sharing with you guys in 2022 that will go with all of these really great accessories and sets.
Absolutely. And then finishing it off on the accessory side, we do have the cool water tower. This just arrived here a few weeks ago, in stock now out of our 2020 catalog. It is a water tower with a blinking light on the top, and it's got the witch on there stirring her cauldron up for the water supply, town water supply.
I know, it kind of reminds me of one of my favorite Halloween cars was the Witch's Brew car, the green brew inside. That was actually one of my favorite Halloween projects I worked on.
Yeah, and we also did the Witch's Brew oil tank that would go back with these as well. Yeah. Again, in everything that we do, we'll keep repeating it over and over again. It all works so well together.
No, very cool.
Megan, did you want to talk a little bit about the other side of Halloween, the scary X-File type?
Well, you know, I think that's one thing. I never really thought about the extraterrestrial, but it is very much a big part of Halloween. It's got the unknown factor, kind of the the kind of scary factor. But this is actually, let me get it running. You guys have seen it running there, but this is actually a set we launched in 2020, but by popular demand, it came back again this year. One thing I didn't get to mention on, I'll go back and mention on the other set, is with this particular set, you do have the new feature on your app of the Lionel voice control. So you can actually go on there and tell it to stop, go. So that does work with this set as well as the Hallows Eve limited set. But what makes this so special is the lighted green track. So as the set goes over the track, it will activate that LED illumination. But just a fun set. Area 51 has actually been around Lionel for years. And about every 5 to 6 years, we come up with a new set. And it kind of reinvigorates the whole line. One of my favorite parts of this particular set is it's your modern tier 4 kind of looking set. You got your more modern box cars, but there's a lot of extra detail that go into the car, these cars, the different wordings and the little warnings that are a little cheeky and a little fun. But again, this is a great set. I know people are loving the lighted fast track, both in our holiday line as well as this particular line, but it does make for a really fun. This one can actually go more year round. That's what I love about it. So you can put it up during Halloween. You can also put it up whenever you're just for year round. I actually know some people that are actually porch, like they're doing Halloween sets on their porch. They're doing like a layout for the trick or treat. So I think that's such a cool way to share your love for trains out with the kids that are coming out.
And if anyone is setting up their train sets out for trick or treating, send us your pictures. We love. We do.
So super fun set. As you can see, we've stopped it. All the actual track will stay illuminated as long as there's weight on that track.
Very cool, Megan.
Yeah, very fun. This one, like I said, we do have, this will be, we will have some more in. Some of your local dealers still may have some stock of it, but we will be getting a restock with this very, very soon.
And to go back with it, we do have the water tower that are in stock now and shipping to dealers. Again, another addition to the Area 51. Really cool Groom Lake water tower there.
Oh yeah, just a fun. I mean, like I said, there's so many people that follow this and they think it's just
they all want to believe.
So I know it's kind of that cult classic, kind of like that they. So it's a lot of fun. We've had fun with it the last couple of years.
We're gonna send it back to you guys downstairs.
All right.
To us?
Us?
You guys.
We like us?
Us.
Oh. Well, you guys showed some pretty cool stuff, and that always gets me excited to see the Halloween themed items, especially the operating accessories that really bring a lot of fright off the rails.
Mm-hmm. And Megan, you did a great job on customizing your Halloween house there a couple weeks ago on Workbench Wednesday. That was a lot of fun. It's a shame we couldn't get that lit up to show all the great work you did inside of it as well. But for those who are looking for, more Halloween than we offer, or if you're doing things in different scales, it shows how you can really mix and match what's out there to create your own world. And that's a big part of the fun of all of it.
Mm-hmm. It really makes it a real thriller.
Oh, boy. So we've got a couple of things here to talk about, too. Not nearly as much as you all covered, but Halloween has been a growing market for us at Lionel over the last several years. With as you mentioned, Meegan, people are getting more and more into the holiday every year. It's second now only to Christmas in terms of merchandising and decorating. So it's no wonder that Dave, really?
I done broke it.
Oh, now there's a hole in our A. What did you do?
I popped it like it's hot.
This is getting scary.
Boom!
Halloween has been you've completely derailed my train of thought, Dave.
Oh.
We have had we've had a lot of fun and a lot of luck with Halloween over the years. We've been doing this in a variety of the laughter going on behind the camera is even more fun than on it.
I have a bone to pick with them.
Yeah. We've had a lot of fun with Halloween. We've extended this into some of our higher end product as well. In front of me here, we've got the Halloween Camelback, a fun spooky engine. Dave, you've got some did some of the voiceovers in this as well.
I think so.
I think you were Frankenstein's monster,
Maybe.
something like that.
I don't know. I talk a lot.
We did some fun in there. Lots of great sounds and whistles and bells. A real neat piece. These should be arriving in our warehouse very soon. As you know, our scariest, most frightful thing this year so far seems to have been our shipping schedule and trying to get things coordinated as things come in. Sometimes it's a bit of a gamble and a roll of the dice over which container is going to show up which day. But these are very close and should be getting to you very soon. And so a lot of interest in this. Beautiful color scheme on it. Great with all of the traditional rolling stock that Meegan has put out, some of the scale rolling stock that we've done, the Halloween passenger train we did a few years ago. So there's a lot of things you can put behind this, and our Halloween sets are always great fun. But I know a lot of people have had some interest in this since we unveiled it at York last week, and that is our new upcoming Vision locomotive for 2022.
Now with reduced weight.
With movable hatches, apparently, on the 3D printed model. So we'll give you a little bit of a teaser on this right now. This will be featured in the Volume 1 catalog in January, along with a whole host of great new product. Now, there's one really exciting feature on this that we have to keep quiet about for right now. But just because...
We'll address that later.
We'll address it later, yep. But we can. We always like to tease a little bit, and this way we get to have some treats this time of year. Dave,
or tricks.
Yeah. Why don't you talk a little bit about some of the fun things that have gone into the A?
Well, as my friend, the great Fonz would say, "Hey," but this is a wonderful engine. We made the Class A long time ago, and then we couldn't make it again. I don't know why, but we haven't done it in scale in
close to 20 years.
2 decades
Yep,
now.
about 20 years. Mm-hmm.
And just so that everybody understands, we didn't buy this tooling. This is brand new tooling.
100% new
This tooling is being cut right now. So we are investing 100% in brand new steam engine tooling. So for those that worry that we don't do that anymore, we do. So from plow to tender coupler, it's all going to be brand new. And we're stuffing as many Vision Line features in this guy as we possibly can. A lot of the features that have come out in Vision Line engines from the past few runs, such as the force coupler, which actually is located underneath the cab, but actually detects the amount of load on the drawbar and changes the labor rate accordingly, all the way up to all these smoke machines that seems to be even working in here with no power on. What do we got, Ryan? We got stack smoke, whistle smoke. What's the other one?
We've got the safety valve smoke.
Oh, that sounds safe.
Yeah, it's like me. It blows off steam periodically around the office as the pressure gets high. Yeah. So you have that here in the center of the locomotive as well as the whistle steam.
Yep.
We've relocated all the control switches, as we've done on new tooling, up underneath the sand domes. So once you put it on your track, you never have to lift it off to find the switches.
That's fun. And also you can load your smoke from the tops as well. So
Yes.
you don't have to worry about turning the engine over. Not that to load smoke, you have to turn an engine over. Sorry. I've just all this, don't fear the Reaper here.
Yeah. Whew. Also, there'll be loads of prototype-specific details on this model.
We are doing a pre-war and post-war version of the prototypes, right, Ryan?
Pre-war, post-war, the prototype locomotive, number 1200, and we'll be doing 1218 in its excursion years with the appropriate details from the pile headlights to the solid pilot and so forth. I think we've got about 3 or 4 different pilots.
A whole bunch of tenders.
Bunch of different tenders, different crosshead guides, different bearing caps on the bearings, the sand lines on the sand domes.
The rods.
Will be different from locomotive to locomotive. So we've matched up a lot of different prototype differences. Not all A's were the same.
No.
And there'll be, I think, about 6 or 7 different variations of the locomotive, and each one will have its own unique features to make it special.
We're building the A's, the B's, the C's, and the D's. Wait, that's not this class, is it?
No. Just A's. One at a time, Dave.
Fine.
It's not like the GS's where we did 82 different varieties. We're sticking to like 6 of them.
Though.
I know, so did we. You had to buy a lot of them.
I did.
You've been working for the company store for the last 2 years.
And?
Yeah. fine with us. So yes, we're very much excited about this. The sample that we've had on display, photos that we've had out, are a 3D printed model. As Dave mentioned, it's all new tooling. And so you're looking at a 3D printed mock-up. The Class A version and the pilot version will have a gloss finish on it to represent, a shiny, fresh from the shop locomotive, polished rods. The others will have our more standard matte finish with darkened rods to look a little bit closer to an in-service working engine. But very excited to bring this locomotive back into the lineup after several decades. It's such a fitting prototype to do. From an engineering of the locomotive, it really is a nice tie-in with our vision line. It should do the prototype justice. So look for more information to come on this in the January catalog, along with a couple hundred other new locomotives, rolling stock sets, accessories, you name it. We're very much looking forward to all of that, because as Halloween gets out of the way, that means it's time to move on into the Christmas season and get ready for everyone's favorite train time of the year.
Choo-choo.
All right. Meegan and Megan, any final parting thoughts?
No, I just hope everyone has a fantastic Halloween and enjoys their weekend. And like you mentioned, I think we're loving the Halloween, but I think I'm actually getting really excited for the Christmas season and seeing what things will bring, and just the joy of the holidays that I get around my family and here at work. So
We have two more days still.
I know I'll keep celebrating in your honor.
Thank you.
I'm just excited for Thanksgiving. Man, I love food.
I skip Thanksgiving. I actually just go straight to Christmas.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do Thanksgiving. I just like my Christmas stuff.
I like turkey.
Yeah, we got to finish eating our Halloween candy so we can start getting Christmas candy.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
And turkey.
And pumpkin pie.
Mm-hmm. Well, rats, Dave, it looks like we're about out of time. So let's wrap it up. Everybody, please have a safe and happy Halloween. To everyone out there watching us, thank you for making our lives really not all that scary here, but a joy to come to work every day. And we appreciate all of your support at this holiday and every holiday. It's been a great season for us and a great year. So we wish you all the best. And we'll be back again soon with more fun, exciting announcements as we get into our busy season of the year. Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Bye.
Spooky time.
Queen.